Hold on, don't click away. Hey guys, what's up? You should probably try to join Rudy's Patron program. I've been a member of it for a couple of months now, and I've been wanting to make a video about it after I had some time to kind of see how it works, what he's offering. And one thing that I've noticed is the number of people who post within it and say, "Hey, I just joined," is pretty high. Like, spots come open a lot. So what I did is I just had that page on Patreon open, and I would just refresh it twice a day, and eventually a spot was open when I refreshed it, and I joined. So it really wasn't a big deal to find a spot. Now, why should you join? So there's something really interesting where uh, court decisions and legislative changes and the way things have worked in the last several years, online marketplaces have to collect and remit sales tax for every state that they want to operate in. And what that means is that those great days when you could go on eBay or TCG Player and you could buy stuff from dealers across the country and not pay any sales tax, they're long over. I mean, like, I mention them and I kind of have trouble remembering because it's been several years now that we've been paying sales tax everywhere. But uh, the way that this patron program is run is you pay to become a patron, but then when you want to buy something, you send money through PayPal. And what PayPal argues is that PayPal is not a marketplace, and in fact, it's not. There are no products listed for sale on PayPal. They are simply a payment clearinghouse. They allow people to exchange money, send and receive it. And so, because PayPal is not a marketplace, it does not collect sales tax because it does not actually know if what you're doing should require collecting sales tax. So PayPal doesn't know if you're sending money as a birthday gift, if you're sending money to buy something, if you're sending money for something totally illegal or legal or what. Doesn't know, doesn't care. They just transact the payments and clear them. And the thing about that is when you buy something from Rudy on his patron program and you pay him via PayPal, you as the buyer are supposed to at least attempt to remit sales tax for that purchase to your state. Now, how many people do you think actually do? Probably nearly zero, maybe zero. You know, most states are not even set up to be able to collect those kind of payments because these kind of small, irregular payments from random people, that's not how state comptrollers are set up to take payments. Mostly, they're set up to take sales tax payments from registered businesses within the state, businesses that have accounts to remit those sales taxes, businesses that do so regularly and in high volume. And so random folks who just transact online with tax-free purchases, legally or illegally, most states do not have a mechanism to even collect that money. And so let's think about when you go on TCG Player or eBay or whatever, and let's say that you're just an individual person, you do not have your TCG investing set up as a business. You just go on there and you buy a box of cards. And let's say it costs X dollars, doesn't matter how much. Some of that money is going to go to the state as sales tax. Some of it is going to go as market fees to TCG Player or eBay or whoever. Some of it is going to go to the Postal Service as shipping costs. And then the rest goes back to the seller, and he uses it to pay for shipping supplies, overhead, labor, the initial purchase of the product you've bought, and other things. And so all of those expenses add up to what you pay for the item. Now, let's say you buy something, let's say you're the same person. You're not set up as a business, so you don't have sales tax-free purchases, but let's say that you're buying from Rudy through his patron program. Okay, where does the money go? So first, you may not even be in a situation where you can pay sales taxes. Your state, again, may not have a way to even collect them. Or maybe you just keep quiet and you never remit them. Even if you're, if you're in one of the broke states like California, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Illinois, where they've really gone a lot more aggressive about being able to collect all the taxes they're owed. Let's just say you don't do it. So no money goes to sales tax, okay? Well, some money has to go to PayPal. they charge a fee, 2 or 3% plus, probably some number of pennies per transaction, whatever. But it's around 2 to 3%. So some money has to go for that instead of the normal 9, 10, 12% market fees on eBay and TCG Player. Then shipping costs, those are going to be comparable. And then the actual price of the product that either Rudy pays or, in the other case, the card store you bought from pays. Those are going to be pretty comparable. Arguably, Rudy has some better pricing power on some things. And so you can see pretty quickly that because of the difference of not paying sales tax and not paying as large of market fees, you can get a product much cheaper through Rudy than you can elsewhere. And so that's why you should sign up. Now, it's been interesting for me looking at the prices of products that I can pay for through his service, and the fact that I'm set up as a business, so I don't pay sales tax anyway. When I buy outside of Rudy's program, I don't pay sales tax anywhere. So the things he can offer as deals to me personally are more limited. And so, like I mentioned the other day, TCG Player was having the bonus bucks sale, and I'm a TCG Infinite member, and I don't pay sales tax. And so I was able to buy Baldur's Gate collector boxes for $234 each. And the next day, Rudy ran his big sale on Baldur's Gate collector boxes, and I would have had to buy a 24-box master case to get that good of a price from Rudy. So in that one case, I was able to get a better price through TCG Player than I was through Rudy, but there are plenty of other times where Rudy's prices are better. Just some of the sales from time to time are better from him than I can find on the open market. And again, if you're a person who is not set up as a business, you are paying sales tax on the open market, you are probably going to find many much better deals through Rudy and his service than you are through the open market. Now, what are the downsides? Obviously, the big downside is you have to pay $15 a month. And so you have to make sure that you're buying in enough quantity, enough volume, that $15 a month membership fee works out for you. Probably that's not very hard to do. I suspect if you buy one case of cards a month, it probably works out for you. The other problem with Rudy's service is you don't just get to pick from everything. He has certain things every month that you can buy throughout the month, and then he does sales, typically Friday night, but sometimes in the middle of the week, of other specific products. So you don't just have a broad choice of what you can buy, you are buying what is available. And so that may or may not fit what you are doing to build inventory. You would have to see on your own. But again, slots are open from time to time. You can get them, just update the page every day, sign up for just a couple months and see if it works out for you or not. That's what I did because I wasn't sure at first if it would work out. And as I've seen how it works for me as a business, it's pretty good. Sometimes I see him offer stuff and I think, well, I can get that better elsewhere. Another good example of that was Crimson Vow draft boxes. So it's a funny one because he offers those at $85 each, shipped. And so there have been a lot of times in the last few months when you could go out on TCG Player or eBay and you could buy Crimson Vow draft boxes, as many as you wanted, for $80, $79, $78 shipped. But again, that's if you're not paying sales tax. And so if you are paying sales tax on that $80 box at eBay, you're better off paying $85 to Rudy and not paying sales tax through his service. So see, there are times where it balances, times when it's better, times when it's worse. But in general, if you are paying sales tax most places, you will be better off going through Rudy's service. So I would definitely recommend it, and just keep trying, keep refreshing that Patreon page a couple times a day until you see a slot open, and join up. So let me know what you think. If you're a member already and you have some experiences that differ from mine, again, most of the time when I've bought from him, it's within $1 or $2 or $3 per box of the market price. So I'm just barely saving money, and it's coming out overall ahead. Even though I pay $15 a month to be a member, it still comes out ahead on the long run, but just barely. So let me know what you think. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Join me on Final Trade. Thanks a lot.